So what's going on YouTube? So today we will be making a portable switched outlet. I'll get into a little bit of detail on how all this is going to go together and stuff, but this should be pretty fast, pretty quick, easy little project. And if you guys want to make one of these, just pay real close attention to what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. This stuff it's electricity, it's magic. So I'll give you some detail though, at least get you rolling, get you the gist of what's happening here. This cord plugs into the wall. Hot, neutral, ground. Hot comes to the switch. Switch opens and closes. Switch closes, sends voltage to the hot side of the receptacle, and the receptacle has its neutral here. So we close this puppy up. We got a nice little neat tidy package where this outlet is only hot when this switch is closed. So now I'm gonna run through a couple of checks on this before I go plugging it in. So I want to make sure ground's making it through good. So I'll touch ground on the cord, ground in the plug, and the box. So I know the box is bonded. Everything's bonded like I want it. And check that I wired it properly. That one's right. That one in here, this one out. The switch is off, this is open. That is closed, open. So we know it's working the way we want it to. Now I'll plug it in. Switch to voltage. And I see 122 actually, and I have 120 to the ground and 120 to the box, which goes away when I open the switch. Alright, so this is working. So whenever I wanted to turn this thing on, I had to reach up underneath here, very hard to reach, and hit the demand button in here. So now I can do that right now and plug this in. Now I can turn it on this way. Much easier, more convenient than reaching up underneath here every single time. Or having to plug and unplug it. I'm not real fond of plugging things in while they're turned on. Just a bad habit to get into. So there is actually a whole different reason for this and why I made this to begin with. I've been thinking about doing it for that, from the beginning, but something else came up. Kind of forced my hand on this, and I'll get you guys turned around and show it to you. So this is my compressor, and it usually lives way back in here, but the pressure regulator that it came with crapped out on me and had a slow leak. So as long as this thing was turned on with the switch that's not there anymore, we'll get to that, it would slowly bleed off, and every 12-24 hours somewhere this thing would kick on. I really didn't care for that. So anyway, in order to get that off, I had to take the shroud off to make room for the part to spin. In the process of taking this shroud off, this is the switch that used to live here. It just came apart, snatched the terminal right out of the inside of it, all that stuff. So now I'm stuck plugging this thing in every time I want it to run. I don't want to have to do that. So that's why I made this little contraption here. So I can now plug this thing into this thing, and I have a switch for it. So I can just set this up there for now, and it's portable. When I want to do something, I can make sure this is full, then take this off of it and go do what I got to do. Alright guys, so this is it. Not overly expensive thing, but very, very useful tool. This could have been much longer, but it's what I had on hand. You can actually take an old drop cord, not buy this thing, just an old drop cord that's frayed. You've been thinking about putting a new female end on it or whatever. Just cut that drop cord off and do this part to it. Very useful. Comes in handy. These things are absolutely reusable, so I come across a longer one, I can just swap this cord out for something as long as I want it to be. So there you go. Simple, easy, yeah. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.